Top 5 Best H670 Motherboards in 2024. Intel has launched its 12th generation processors under the codename Alder Lake and their premium-grade Z690 chipset. The H670 motherboard is a budget-focused option for entry-level PC gamers and users. The H670 chipset supports DDR5 memory and PCIe 5.0 for faster GPU speeds, but it does not support P-core and E-core overclocking or BCLK overclocking. However, it supports memory overclocking, with 2 DIMMs per channel and 2 system memory channels. The H670 chipset supports PCI Express 3.0 and PCI Express 4.0 versions with X1, X2, and X4 connections, with a maximum of 24 PCI lanes. It supports 3 M.2 key NVMe SSDs, similar to the Z690. The H670 chipset also supports PCIe RAID 0,1 and 5 arrays, multiple storage technologies, and Intel Wi-Fi 6E AX 211GB+. Number 5 ASRock H670 ITX/AX. Best Mini ITX H670 Motherboard. The ASRock H670 ITX/AX motherboard is a compact and powerful mini ITX motherboard with a H670 chipset, LGA 1700 CPU socket, and mini ITX form factor. It features an ideal 8-phase 50A MOS power design VRM for smooth and stable power delivery. The motherboard has an 8-layer PCB design for slow thermal conductivity and efficient thermal dispersion, along with M.2 heatsinks for SSD performance and reduced thermal throttling. It supports a maximum 64GB dual-channel DDR4 RAM at a frequency of 5000 MHz, with an impressive data transfer rate. The storage system includes one M.2 Gen 4 X4 slot, one M.2 Gen 4 X4 slot, and 4 SATA 3.0 ports. The motherboard also has a PCIe 5.0 X16 slot and an M.2 key E slot for expansion. It supports USB connectivity with an adequate amount of USB ports. The motherboard also supports Intel Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth for high-speed Class 2 devices for wireless connectivity. The ASRock H670 ITX/AX is priced around $140 and offers excellent specs at a smaller size. However, it is recommended not to perform hardcore memory overclocking to be safer. Number 4 ASRock H670 PG Riptide. Best Budget H670 Motherboard. The ASRock H670 PG Riptide is an affordable H670 motherboard with a 9-phase Dr. MOS power design, 6 PCB layers, and a 24-pin ATX power connector. It supports 128GB of RAM at 5000 MHz, OC, and offers 4 DIMM slots, 3 XM.2 slots, and 1 PCIe 5.0 X16 slots. The motherboard also has 2 XM.2 Gen 4 X4 slots, 1 XM.2 Gen 4 X4/SATA 3.0 slot, and 4 XSATA 3.0 ports. The ASRock H670 PG Riptide offers 1 X Type-C USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 port, 4 X USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 4 X USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and 2 X USB 2.0 ports. It does not have built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth support, so users need to arrange separate components. It also comes with an Intel Gigabyte LAN port and supports Realtek ALC 897 7.1 CHHD audio codec and NHIMIC audio support. The ASRock H670 PG Riptide is a great performing motherboard with amazing features like PCIe 5.0 X16 support, 3 XM.2 slots, and an abundance of USB 3.2 ports. However, it does not have native support for wireless network connection and has a weak power phase design. In conclusion, the ASRock H670 PG Riptide is a great choice in the H760 category and is the best budget H670 motherboard in our opinion. However, it lacks Wi-Fi and Bluetooth support and a weak power phase design. Number 3 Asus TUF Gaming H670 Pro Wi-Fi D4. Best overall H670 motherboard. The Asus TUF Gaming H670 Pro Wi-Fi D4 is a powerful ATX motherboard with a black-themed design and a robust Digi Plus VRM design of 14+1 DR MOS power stages. It supports 128GB of dual-channel RAM with a maximum frequency of 5333 MHz, providing fast data rates and support for XMP and Asus OptiMem technology. The motherboard has 4 M.2 slots, 1 M.2 Gen 4 X4/SATA 3.0 slot, and 4 SATA 3.0 ports. It also incorporates the PCIe 5.0 interface, offering expansion slots for graphics, X4 mode, and 2 PCIe 3.0x1 slots. I/O connectivity includes Type-C USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 port, Type-A USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and 4 USB 2.0 ports. The motherboard has a wide range of storage options, including one Type-C USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 port, 2 Type-A USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and 4 USB 2.0 ports. Intel 2.5 Gigabits Ethernet handles networking for wired connections, while the Intel Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ax, module and Bluetooth V5.2 provide wireless connectivity. The Asus TUF Gaming H670 Pro Wi-Fi D4 is the best overall H670 motherboard in 2023, priced around $230, making it an excellent choice for enthusiasts looking to perform memory overclocking, have devices supporting PCIe 5.0, and avoid storage port headaches. Number 2 ASRock H670 Steel Legend. Best looking H670 motherboard. ASRock H670 Steel Legend is an ATX motherboard with a H670 chipset, LGA 1700 CPU socket, and ATX form factor. It features 4 DIMM slots, a maximum of 128 GB of DDR4 memory, and supports up to 32 GB RAM/DIMM slot. The motherboard also has storage with 2x Hyper M.2 Gen 4 X4 slots, 1x M.2 Gen 4 X4/SATA 3.0 slot, and 4x SATA 3.0 ports. The storage is well equipped with 2 Hyper M.2 Gen 4 X4 slots, 1 M.2 Gen 4 X4/SATA 3.0 slot, and 4 SATA 3.0 ports. The expansion slots include one PCIe 5.0x16 slot for graphics, one PCIe 4.0x16 slot, 3 PCIe 3.0x1 slots, and an M.2 Key E slot for deploying a Wi-Fi card. The motherboard also includes PCIe 5.0 for the X16 slot, allowing heavy devices like the GPU to fully utilize the latest PCIe interface. However, the ASRock H670 Steel Legend does not have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built-in wireless connectivity. It does offer Dragon 2.5G LAN for Ethernet connectivity, providing 2.5x faster speeds than traditional Ethernet connections. The Realtek ALC897 audio codec provides an excellent overall audio experience with Nahimic audio tweaking. In conclusion, the ASRock H670 Steel Legend is an ideal H670 motherboard for users seeking a good package despite its price. While PCIe 5.0 and fast DDR4 memory support are a good addition, the price tag doesn't fully justify the features provided. Number 1 Asus Prime H670 Plus D4. Best Value H670 Motherboard. The Asus Prime H670 Plus D4 is an ATX form factor motherboard with a minimalistic design, featuring H670 chipset and LGA 1700 CPU socket. It supports 4 DIMM slots, dual-channel DDR4 5066 MHz OC, max, 128 GB, and has expansion slots for graphics, X4, and 3.0 ports. The motherboard also features 2 M.2 Gen 4 X4 slots, 1 M.2 Gen 4 X4/SATA 3.0 slot, and 4x SATA 3.0 ports. The motherboard has a Digi Plus VRM design with 8 power stages, providing stable and faultless power to the CPU and other power-consuming components. Asus has added heat sinks and thermal pads for better heat dissipation from the PCB. The memory supports dual-channel DDR4 memory operating at a maximum frequency of 5066 MHz, and it supports XMP for faster RAM speeds and easy overclocking. The motherboard has 3 PCIe 4.0x16 slots for GPU, 1 PCIe 4.0x16 slot for X4 mode, 1 PCIe 3.0x16 slot for X4 mode, and 2 PCIe 3.0x1 slots. It also has 4 SATA 3.0 ports for storage expansion. I/O USB connectivity is supported by 3 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, and 5 USB 2.0 ports. However, there is no built-in Wi-Fi or Bluetooth support, and USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports are smaller than the upper limit. In conclusion, the Asus Prime H670 Plus D4 is a mediocre motherboard with good overall performance, but not the best in class at any specific feature.